put us on mute. Feel free to get comfortable in your space, whatever that looks like. We might invite some movement as we settle in. Starting to feel what's beneath you, the ground, any props. Inviting your body into the practice. Inviting your heart into the practice. And as you feel your body on the ground, noticing the stability and noticing how you're showing up this morning. Your mind is feeling busy. How's the breath showing up? How's your body feeling this morning? Maybe just breathing into that, taking a full breath in and a long breath out. And we know that all contemplative practices really teach the nature of everything being change. Everything's always changing. Our feelings change, our thoughts change. You don't have to define us, they just are, right? They are in that moment. And the breath is our summation of right now. So when we start to feel into that relationship, you might start to notice that your thoughts are back in the past or your thoughts are in the future. And then we can invite ourselves into our breath. When we feel stressed, the breath can be short and shallow. And it can pull us out of the present moment. Begin this cycle that keeps us from this experience, this now. And then by this perpetuation on this cycle, the breath is short and shallow. It signals our fear circuitry that now might not feel so good, it might not feel so safe, and pulls us into a state of even more tension, more anxiety, and so that snowball can just grow. So we take these moments in our day and our life to pause, feel the ground beneath us, pay attention to our parts, and to pay attention to our breath. The breath can be one of the quickest ways to stop the cycle. Because every time we take that pause, we take that moment to feel the ground beneath our feet, beneath our seat, beneath our spine. We pay attention to the breath, the flow of the breath. We create space for our mind to come home, to our body, to the moment. It's one of the major reasons why we practice yoga with breath. We think of how the asanas can pull us out. We can be in a struggle with certain things. Something might not feel right. And then we come back to that pause, that grounding, that breath, and creating space to have a conversation of what might make it right. Offering ourselves a choice. And we can remember that our breath is not something that we have to accomplish. It's something that we allow for. And remembering that also that this practice is not about that struggle. We really just want to release the restrictions in our body. And it's about learning to come back to the breath, that it's here, come back to the earth, and it's beneath us. The mind is meant to think, right? It always goes to that thinking place. And then again, the practice begins. And we can invite ourselves back home to our bodies, to the earth, to our breath, and take that pause and create space. So feel how the breath is moving right now. Start tracing the breath with your mind's eye. Perhaps on the next inhale, inviting that visual to come all the way down the spine, all the way to the tailbone, into the entire pelvic bowl, filling it up and releasing the breath. Full breath in, filling the belly, the sides of the belly, the lower back, releasing the breath. Full breath in, feeling the expansion, feeling the rib cage, the sides of the ribs, the back of the ribs, and the softening. And inviting on your next inhale, the chest, the heart space to get full. Feeling it in your shoulders, your armpits, your upper back, maybe even your throat. And then releasing. And then creating a wave in your body. So breathing into, again, the deepest part, deep into the belly, creating that wave into the rib cage, into the chest, and releasing. Again, we're not trying to accomplish anything. We're making space for the breath. And as you're breathing, notice if anything's getting stuck anywhere. And coming back to your natural breath, might do a little bilateral tapping here. So just crossing your hands at your chest, looking like a little butterfly, and just doing some light tapping, one hand at a time. So I'll tell you a sweet little beautiful story of doing this weekend. I had my sweetness granddaughter, and she was just fussing for whatever, and I started doing this without thinking about it on her chest, and within a couple of minutes she was sound asleep. And notice what this feels like in your nervous system, in your body. And then allow some space for your exhale. Beautiful. And feel free to release the hands, let them rest wherever you like. Taking a moment to find something you feel grateful for, picturing it in your mind's eye. Noticing that sensation of gratitude. Again, brings you into the now. And then setting an intention for your practice. What would you like to cultivate your time on the mat, and perhaps for the rest of the week? Maybe it's movement, maybe it's joy, devotion, peace, calm. Beautiful. And then just offering your body a little bit of movement wherever you are. Notice what wants to move, and give it the opportunity to do whatever it is you like.
How you gonna get free this time? Falling into a blue
And then
sky.
as you're ready, you can start in a seated position.
My friend,
I'm going to meet
I
you
just wanna go back
taking your time
home.
on your mat.
Mother,
Feel
stay
free to
till
sit
I
up
let
on
you
something if that
be.
feels best in your lower back and your hips.
Showing me what I need to see.
Legs can be crossed or
Rain
open.
is falling into my mouth.
Let's just bring some movement, some circling to
Flowers
our
blowing all
bodies.
up and down. I found in and through the body. It's in and through
And
the
then maybe
body.
starting to link our breath
All along, in and through the
with the movement.
body. All along, it's in and through the body.
You might inhale as you come around,
All
coming
along,
forward.
in and
You
through
might
the
exhale
body.
as you come back.
All along, it's in
You
and
might
through
bring
the
an
body.
element of cat-cow, maybe opening the heart as you come
In and through the
forward,
body.
drawing the navel in as you come back.
All along, it's in and through the body.
And then reversing that movement. Notice if there's any gripping in the jaw. Beautiful. And then finding a nice long spine, finding your center, whatever that looks like for you, letting the shoulders release down, drawing the chin in a bit. Beautiful. Let's sweep the right arm up and over. Left hand could be on the ground. Maybe we'll just keep this movement of fluidity. So bringing the left arm up and over. Connecting with your breath. Just this fluid movement. Side to side. Again, allowing for the breath. We're creating space. Maybe one more time each side. Beautiful. Coming back to center. And if the legs are crossed, you might offer the opposite leg to come in front just to give our hips a little equal love here. And then with the long spine, we'll hinge at the hips, perhaps walking the hands out of it. And you might have a little flow, a little side to side with the rib cage. Maybe letting the head dip down a bit, a little fluidity in the neck, the shoulders. You might tent the fingers for some stability. Beautiful. And then walking your hands off to the left. Breathing into that right side body. And walking your hands off to the right. Bring them back to center. And slowly starting to slide the fingers towards your body, and we'll start to lift up through the spine. Inhale, cactusing the arms, heart reaches forward. Exhale, palms and elbows come to touch, navel to the spine, chin to the chest. And let's just flow like that. Inhale, opening up the heart. Exhale, drawing it in. Moving with your pace, your breath. Feeling that space that you're allowing. Or maybe one more. Beautiful. Finding that long spine again. Just rest your hands down. We'll come into a seated twist. You can take it however your legs are, or maybe you want to bring the legs out, drawing the right knee in. You can keep it there. You can cross it over the left. You can keep that there, or you might tuck that left foot under. Totally up to you how you want to take this. You're wrapping that left arm around the knee. Right hand might come behind you, really to help support the spine. Nice full breath in. Long breath out. Beautiful. And then from here, turning to the opposite side, maybe bringing the hands down on the ground or to blocks. Maybe bring a bend into the elbows, a little rebound here. Shaking your head no. Nice. And then slowly coming back up. Center, untangling the legs. Might shake them out. Nice. And then option, might draw the left foot in, left knee in, maybe crossing it over the right. That right could be long, or you might tuck it in. Giving a hug to your knee with your right arm, left hand comes behind you. I know I didn't say it, but if this doesn't feel as spacious, you can always turn in the opposite direction. So always listen to your body. lengthening the spine. Beautiful. And then we can start to turn the other direction as we offer that rebound, fingertips to the ground, maybe bringing a bend to the elbow, lowering down a bit if there's space, shaking the head no. Nice. And then gently coming on up, unravel the legs, take them out a bit. Nice. And then we can bend into the knees, bringing the feet a little bit wider. Let's let them fall to the left. You might reach your right arm up. You might even lift the hips. And then maybe bringing that seat down, coming to the opposite side. Same option. Left arm might reach up, or you might also lift the hips. Let's just create our own dance here. You do what feels right in your body. Nice. As you're ready, coming back to center. And then from here, I'll just face this way. You can bring your hands behind you. Now your fingers can face whatever's comfortable. So maybe they go backwards, maybe they're sideways, or maybe they're towards you. But for everyone, it definitely feels different. So just noticing that, lengthening the spine. Start to reach the heart out, full breath in, and then exhale. Let's round a bit. Inhale, opening it up. Exhale, rounding. So again, some seated cat-cows, a little bit of a different shape. Just bringing lots of movement and space to our spine, decompression. Beautiful. And as you are ready, you can come right onto our back, coming down in whatever way feels right. Just grab a block. Nice. And maybe just rocking side to side, giving your lower back a little massage. And with both hands on our knees, make some circles, bringing them far apart and back together. And reversing. Beautiful. And then bringing the feet down with the knees bent. Come to a bit of some pelvic tilt. So feel like you're rolling your pelvis towards you, pubic bone towards the navel, and releasing that, sending it away. Without forcing anything. Check out if your shoulders are responding in any way. Maybe invite a little softening there. Beautiful. Then finding a long spine. We can extend the right leg long and just keeping the knees on the same level. So I have my right leg about halfway between the ground and the sky. Your arms could be at your side, or they could be behind your head, whatever supports you. Starting to feel the quad turn on, the core turn on a bit. I'm spreading my toes as wide as I can, so engaging from my toes all the way up to my hip. Taking a nice full breath in. On the exhale, slowly lowering down. Inhaling back to that halfway point. and exhaling down. So just move with your breath, find your pace. Feel the support of your left foot on the ground. How can that help in any way? Beautiful. Maybe one more cycle. Sweet. And we can bend into the right knee. Extend the left leg long, again about halfway between the ground and the sky. Starting to engage all the way to your toes, feeling your right foot on the ground as well. Taking a full breath in. On the exhale, softening that left leg towards the ground. And then just moving with your breath. Maybe one more cycle. Beautiful. Bending into your left knee, feet on the ground. Let's heel toe your feet out a bit. Let the knees fall in and just notice. Just notice how that feels in your spine and your body. Nice. Releasing the head to the ground if you had your hands behind your head. And let's draw the knees so they're over the hips. And then maybe if you have a block or something like a block, basically meaning just something that gives you some space here, I'm just going to bring, now it's going to depend on your body, I'm going to bring my elbows to the block. And right away, that's turning my core on. I'm really concentrating on keeping my lower back as connected to the ground. Let the shoulders be as wide as they can. Mine are a little bit lifted because of where my elbows are and my block is, but still allowing for some space and just feeling the presence, pressing your elbows into the block, your knees into the block, that isometric action. You might start to increase it a little bit. Beautiful. Notice if you're holding your breath. See if you can breathe through it. Beautiful. And then taking the block in your right hand, we're just going to place it behind the right knee, and the left leg, maybe it goes up to the sky just for the stretch value, but you can also bring it to the ground, so you decide. And we're just going to press that right leg away. As we're pressing away, giving it a little bit of resistance and then bringing it back. So you're really working the fascia along the hip flexor, the psoas. So pushing into the block, have your knee push against it like you're trying to prevent it. And then draw that right knee back in with no pressure, just letting it come in softly. We'll do that a few times. So nice to help with any scar tissue, any adhesions along the fascia. I'll take one or two more here. Beautiful. And then we can just switch sides. So holding that block in the left hand and bringing it bring it right above the knee. Maybe your right leg is long or on the ground. And then pressing with that isometric action, pressing that leg away And then drawing it back in with just ease, softness. So it's that engagement that helps release the fascia, that webbing that holds us together, a deep connective tissue. Beautiful. Do one more. Nice. And then feel free to drop the block, rock side to side. Nice. And while we're in this reverse table, let's bring our hands to the sky. Shoulders come down. Beautiful. And then we can extend the right leg long, reaching the left arm back, making any changes to this that you like. Coming back to reverse table, keeping the pelvis as steady as you like. Of course, you can keep your knee bent and tap the toe down, or you can extend. Moving with your breath, moving with intention. Beautiful. Maybe one more set. Nice. And then from here, we can bring the feet down and set up for bridge pose. Let's open up through the hip flexors here. So hands could be on the ground. Maybe the palms are down, feeling really the ground beneath you from your palms all the way up to the shoulders. And we'll start to peel our way up. Feel like you're rolling, again, your pelvis towards your navel. And then we're going to go into that pulling action. Feel like you're pulling your whole lower body towards you. From the soles of your feet, your calves, your thighs. Notice that engagement through the glutes. So often we end up pushing in bridge pose. So just notice how this feels in your body. Beautiful, full breath in. Exhale, let's lower down, one vertebra at a time, decompressing the spine. Beautiful. And from here, we can find our way back up. So you can roll to your side. You can rock and roll along your spine. And we'll find our way right into a tabletop. The wrists beneath the shoulders, knees hip-width apart. Again, we'll bring some movement to our spine. So cat-cows, opening the heart. Belly drops. Exhale, rounding. And just finding your pace, your breath. Nice. You can find that neutral spine. Let's extend the right leg long, tucking the toes and just pulsing into that right heel, right ankle. Slide the shoulders down. Beautiful. You can let that right leg float. Perhaps inviting the left arm to float as well. The gaze is down. You might bring some movement here, maybe left elbow to knee, or if you have your left hand down, it could be nose to knee, to 2 or 3 of these. Playing with balance and strength. And bringing the left hand back down if it's lifted. Right leg crosses over the left, tucking it down. And looking over your left shoulder. Beautiful. Let's release that. Stepping the right foot forward, but on the outside of your hands. We could just bring movement to the hips, a little circling, sending the hips back. Checking out how your hamstrings are feeling. Feel free to use blocks here for space in the chest, the neck, shoulders. Beautiful. And then staying in this more forward position, grounding the left hand, you might bring your right hand behind your head and start to peel that right elbow back, lifting through the heart. Beautiful. And then coming back into our tabletop. Bringing any movement through the spine. Nice. And we can extend the left leg, tucking the toes, pulsing into the left heel, left ankle, left calf. You might let the left leg float. Maybe the right arm does as well. Gathering it through the belly, really lifting up here. You know, the strength of what supports you. Option to bring knee to elbow or knee to nose. Expanding, releasing, contracting. Notice your body here. Beautiful. Bring that right hand down and crossing the left leg over the right, tucking the toes. You might look over the right shoulder. Beautiful. Bringing the left leg back to center and then stepping it forward on the outside of your hands. Again, opportunity to use blocks here. And then any movement in the hips, you might send them back, circle them. Beautiful. Meet in that forward position, this kind of wide lizard here. Grounding the right hand, bringing the left hand behind your head, elbow towards the sky, starting to peel open the heart, the chest. Beautiful. You can bring that left hand down and the left knee can come back into our tabletop. And then once again, we're going to step the right foot forward. Again, welcome to have some blocks here. So finding our way into a low lunge. And we'll just find movement here. Once again, sending the hips up and back and tapping the knee down. So just finding that dance in your body. Nice. And then eventually meeting up in that pyramid pose. You might step the left foot forward a bit. You might raise your blocks a bit. Or you might not have blocks. So find what works for you here. You might let go of the blocks, bringing your hands to your heart. And then from here, we're going to actually step that back foot. My hands are on the blocks. Back foot further back, bringing it on that 90-degree angle, so it's alongside the short end of your mat. I have a bend in my right knee as I'm going to start to come on up and then lengthen into your right leg. So more of that triangle pose, reaching the right arm all the way up, reverse our triangle. Beautiful. And then bringing the right hand down, so for a triangle. So maybe it comes to your leg, your knee, maybe it comes to a block, starting to open up the left side without collapsing into the right. Really lifting up. Your left arm could be up at the sky, stacking the shoulders. It could be wrapped behind your back, at your hip. Beautiful. From here, bringing that left hand to your hip, if it's not already there, we're going to start to bend into the right knee, releasing the right arm and sweeping the right arm to the sky. On the exhale, let's lengthen the right leg, bringing that right hand back down, triangle pose. Once again, bending into the right knee, sweeping that right arm, moving slowly with intention. And then exhale, lengthening the right leg, right hand comes down. Beautiful. Let's bring the left hand down as well, lifting that left knee, and we'll drop down to the low lunge, switching sides. The right knee comes back, left foot comes forward, and we're back in our low lunge. And tuck the right toes and send the hips up and back through pyramid, and we'll just flow here. Low lunge to pyramid, holding it at any moment or flowing through. Beautiful. Eventually meeting up in our pyramid, you might hop that back foot forward a little bit, finding some grounding, drawing the left hip back. You might stay with hands on the ground or blocks. You might invite your hands to your chest in prayer. Come to your breath wherever you are. Feel your feet on the ground. Beautiful. And then releasing your hands, if they're up at your body, back down to something stable, the ground, some blocks. We're going to soften into that left knee as we step the right foot back a little bit further, bringing it on that 90-degree angle. Again, the left knee is bent. And we're going to slowly start to come on up, finding our way into a triangle pose, so lengthening that left leg. And you might reach the left arm all the way up, opening the left side body. Right hand could be at your hip, your leg. Beautiful. And then bringing the left arm down. Maybe it's to a block. Maybe it's to your shin, your knee. Starting to open up here. Beautiful. Let's take that one more time, slowly coming on up, feeling the strength of your body. We'll go into that reverse triangle. And then back down into triangle. Nice. This time we're going to bend into the left knee as we come on up, sweeping the right arm up. Peaceful warrior. And then as we come down, lengthen the left leg and find our version of triangle. Invitation to do that one again. So bending into the left knee, sweeping the left arm up. Exhale, triangle pose. Beautiful. And from here, let's soften the left knee so we can get some mobility. Hands can come on either side of that left leg as we pivot the back foot, and we'll step our feet together. Finding that halfway lift. Beautiful, softening down. And let's root to rise. We'll find a tall mountain here, sweeping it all the way up. Exhale, cactusing the arms. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, hands to the heart space. Just feeling your thumbs at your heart. You might feel your heart beating. Feel your feet on the ground. Beautiful. Opening your eyes, looking for your drishti, something to bring your focus to. We'll inhale the right knee up, lengthen through the left side. Feel free to hold onto a wall, a chair. Beautiful. Let's bring that right knee so it's facing down, squeezing your foot into your glute without getting into the lower back. So we're going to stay right in this glute. So to stay out of the lower back, we're going to send that tailbone down and stay in the glute. Beautiful. On the inhale, let's find that one-legged Tadasana again. And last time, pointing the right knee down and drawing it in. Beautiful. Let's bring that right foot down, give it a shake. Feels good here. And then we'll take it to the other side. So inhaling the left knee up. Noticing the difference on both sides, feeling your breath, feeling the earth. And then starting to bring your left knee so it's facing down, squeezing your heel into your bottom, but sending that tailbone down. You might find some lift as you do that. Beautiful. Left knee comes back forward. You might feel a softening through the back. And then last time, left knee comes down towards the ground. A little squeeze there. Calf into your thigh. And we'll bring that left foot down, shake it out. Beautiful. You can inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale into chair pose. Arms could be out in front. They could be at your hips. They could be cactus, whatever feels good here. The weight's basically more in your heels. Gaze is down a bit so we're not cranking into the neck. Let's take a full breath in. On the exhale, take a fold, hands to the ground or blocks. And from here, we're going to step it back into downward dog. So going there a little backwards. You might pedal it out here. You might skip it, whatever feels good. Just lengthening the spine. Beautiful. On the inhale, rolling forward into plank pose. The knees could stay up or down. Feel like you're lifting the thighs towards the sky. And then exhale, let's send it back to downward dog. Again, pedaling it out. And inhaling to our plank. This time releasing all the way down to our bellies. You might drop the knees first, just softly landing on the ground. Inhale to cobra. And softening down. Maybe two more. making it your own. So you might turn your head side to side. You might bring some movement in the shoulders. Beautiful. Next time you come down, we can bring the hands back behind us and notice how you want your hands. Maybe they're going to face down, or maybe you turn the thumbs to face up towards the sky, lifting up through the head, the neck, a little bit of the chest. Your feet can stay grounded, or maybe you lift your legs. Nice full breath in. Long breath out as you slowly soften back to the ground, maybe making a pillow with your hands, bending into your knees. You can let your feet just sway. Nice. Releasing the feet down as you're ready, sliding the hands beside the chest. We're going to find a child's pose that feels good in your body. So you might actually be in puppy dog, keeping the hips over the knees, or you might take the knees wide or together. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, we can slowly climb back up and find our way onto our backs. And just noticing that difference. Rolled up in a ball, coming back on your spine, feeling the earth beneath you. Option to come into our figure four. So maybe right ankle to the left thigh. You might stay right here, or perhaps draw the legs in, bringing a strap or your hands behind your left thigh and flexing into your right foot. Release the left foot down, uncrossing the legs, and switching sides. Left ankle to the right thigh. Again, you can stay here or draw it in. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring that right foot down, uncross the legs. You might heel toe your feet away from each other. Knees are bent, maybe cactusing the arms, letting the knees fall to the right. You might turn your head to the left. Take a breath. And then taking all that to the reverse. So let the knees fall to the left, maybe turning your head to the right. Do that again on each side, your pace, your movement. check in with your body. Notice what you would like right now. Maybe placing a block underneath your sacrum, bringing your feet up to the sky, or maybe bringing the soles of your feet together with the knees wide. Just finding a shape that would support how you're feeling right now. You might go into happy baby. That might feel good in the hips. Find a shape that would support you for the next minute or so.
Again, eastern sun, melt the cold from my bones, curtain rise, take the darkness from my eyes, breathing in, pulling life into my lungs as a child, I am born. Again, eastern sun, melt the cold from my bones, curtain rise, take the darkness from my eyes, breathing in, pulling life into my
Beautiful.
lungs.
And whenever you're ready, you can stay exactly where you are or find your Shavasana.
Again, eastern sun, melt the cold.
You might rest your calves on a chair or lay flat on the ground. Maybe covering yourself. Something that would allow you to truly land on the ground.
Again.
Letting your body get heavy. The jaw be soft. Space in the forehead, your eyes, your cheeks. Shoulders and your arms. And just be I invite you to slowly come back into your breath, your body, bringing some gentle movements, your fingers, your toes, stretching in any way that feels good. And if it serves you, rolling to your left or right side, and just taking a moment to drop in. Notice how you feel. Come back to your intention. Slowly making your way up to a comfortable seated position. I invite you to close your eyes or have a soft gaze, perhaps bringing your hands to your heart space, offering yourself love, compassion, and so much gratitude for taking this time for you and sharing your practice with us. Light in me honors the light in you. I hope you have a beautiful day today. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cynthia.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the day, everybody. Feel well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the
Have a good day,
sunshine.
everyone.
You
Yes.
too. You too.
Enjoy the leaves.
Yes,
The leaves sprung
I know, right? It's beautiful.
overnight.
Yeah.
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 It's a very light green. Remember the crayon that was called spring green?
Oh
when
my
you were a
gosh,
kid?
that's so funny. I was just talking about
That's
the
what the
color
leaves are
difference
now.
yesterday. That's so
Yeah.
interesting.
The big
Yeah.
64 Crayola box.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
The
If you were
little
lucky.
sharpener in the back.
Totally.
Yep.
Take
That's
care.
great.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Good memories.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks.